did a wonderful version of Johnny and the Bomb. They didn't get it wholly right, and no one ever really does, but they got the soul of it right. The budget wasn't huge, but there was some wonderful CGI, and then there were some bits that really stick in my mind. Johnny Maxwell in a store. This is after the time has been altered, and he sees his mother, and I don't think it's his father, but I mean he's in the wrong universe, and she doesn't know who he is, and you see his pain, and he, you know, his life isn't going. But there's on the brighter side, because you know there's not many sides that will be darker than that. There's a scene where he is up on the hills, and they're pushing this trolley, and the bombers are coming, and you can see them behind it. It's wonderful CGI, you know, the German bombers overhead. And they've got to get down and sound the alarm. And, you know, lots of the book has to be cut, but the soul of the book and the soul of Johnny are there. And also, there's a wonderful Mrs. Tachyon, especially the bit at the beginning. You know, as we know, she appears to be mentally not all there. And there she is in this ruined house. And there's the German bomb, and it's going tick-tock, 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 and it goes with tick, and she says tock, and it explodes. But shall I tell you the best part? Here's the best part. This is how weird my world is. They built Paradise, and they built the chapel at the end of it. But when it was actually built on land that was in the Second World War a bomb factory. It had an underground system along which they pumped nitroglycerin. To be a fly on that wall. Hi, I'm pumping nitroglycerin. Well, I'm going to sneeze. But anyway, in this chapel, I thought, God, there was a building on there. And I went up closer, and closer, and closer. And you could see where the water had run down it, and you could see the way, and I noticed that water running down a building will take certain routes depending on what the shape of the roof was. And you could see the green algae that grew in those little crevices where they'd got most. And I went and then knocked it, and it was made of bloody plywood and plaster. When I go and see the building, various things, put it like this: if I'd known about set design when I was a kid, I would have been Terry Pratchett the writer. I'd be in the back of some film studio somewhere, snotting things up, making things look older. It's I treasure a visit I made when they were doing Colour of Magic. Yeah, Colour of Magic. And I pointed out that the Arch-Chancellor's study, though wonderful, wasn't dusty enough. We overheard a couple of the stagehands saying that, look, I knew my stuff about this. And they went out and got a little machine that made it dusty. And they introduced us to the term snotting up. Two words we know: snotting up, which is just a wonderful one, and chutney. Chutney in these stuff that's superfluous. Can we get rid of all this chutney around here? What I like about these things is getting involved, not so much at the script end, but on the presentation of it. But I've got a soft spot for Johnny and the Bomb because it was a book I very much enjoyed writing. And small though the budget was, they did it well. I mean, equally, I don't think you could ever get hold now of Johnny and the Dead, but that had a wonderful cast. And the scene where I'm beginning to forget, where Tommy Atkins has been cremated, and Johnny is sitting outside the crematorium with the man from the British Legion, and he can see, and he alone can see, all the rest of the Blackberry pals walking up the driveway, and there they are as young men, and the ghost of Tommy Atkins leaves, and there's a slot for him to get into, and they all march away. And that was easy to do, you just need some marking then, and a sepia tone to the picture, and a bit of imagination, and it becomes absolutely wonderful. So that's why I like getting involved in this.